We at SYCBaps are looking forward to welcoming you to worship with us on Sunday in our Cyber Chapel. And yes, we do pronounce our nickname SYCBaps. Jesus said it was the sick who needed him as their physician, not those who thought they were already perfectly healthy. So no one needs to pretend to be perfect among us. When you click on that button above to enter the Cyber Chapel, it should launch the Zoom app on your computer or mobile device and connect you straight into our gathering. You can do that anywhere up to half an hour before the worship begins, and what you will first see will probably look like this. There are 3 things we suggest that you do on arrival to ensure that you have the best possible experience among us. The first 2 are about making yourself known, and the third one is about arranging your screen for the best view for yourself. First, make sure that your own little video window in Zoom shows your correct name, or names if there are 2 or more of you on the one screen. We're not a large crowd. There are usually about 30 or 40 of us each Sunday, so we will notice that you're there. And if you have your video turned off and the name just shows something like My iPad, it will make people wonder why you are trying to conceal your identity. So if you'd rather no one wondered whether you might be a cyber stalker, let us see your name and face. If required, changing the name that shows is quite easy, but it's done a bit differently depending on whether you're using a computer or a mobile device like an iPad or phone. On a computer, just use your mouse to click on your own video window and you'll see a menu appear that includes an option to rename. Replace the wrong name with your real name and the names of any others who are with you. Just first names is fine, but feel free to add your surname if you like. On a mobile device, look for the Participants button, which on an iPad is up here on the top right. Tap on that and then tap on the name of your device, which should be at the top of the list that appears. You'll get a couple of options, one of which is rename. Type in your correct name or names, tap done, and then tap anywhere outside the list to get rid of it. Done. The second thing is turning your camera on so that you can be seen. Unless you chose to join without video as you were connecting, it'll probably be on anyway, and you can just leave it on. If it's not on, you can turn it on by clicking the Start Video button, which is down here on a computer or up the top on most mobile devices. If you want to keep your camera off because you have limited data or a poor internet connection, we will understand. We have some regulars who do that too. You might like to hit the chat button and send everyone a note introducing yourself instead. Actually, you might want to do that either way. The third thing is about giving yourself the best view. If you're on a mobile device, you won't have these options, so sorry about that. But on a computer screen, it's quite easy to arrange your screen so that you can see the slides with the words and music on them, and most of the congregation as well, side by side. Take your mouse pointer up here to the top right corner where you will find a button labelled View. Click that and choose Side by Side Gallery, and you will see that it separates the slides from the gallery of video windows. You can then click and hold on the line that divides the 2 sides and drag it left or right to resize them. We recommend arranging it so that you can see as many of the participants as possible, while still keeping the slides big enough for you to read them easily. The perfect arrangement will depend on the size of your screen, but on many screens about 50-50 will work well. You can readjust it at any point during the liturgy if you need to. If you're running dual screens, you can do even better, but the kind of people who run dual screens usually don't need my help to sort them out. One more thing to know about the screen arrangement. There is a period during the middle of the liturgy when speaker view works better than gallery view, so that you can see people doing Bible readings or preaching on their own instead of just hidden in the crowd. You won't have to do anything to get this because we can hit a button that jumps everybody's screens into speaker view. However, Zoom doesn't provide us with a way to jump them back again. So at the end of the time when speaker view would be preferred, you'll see a slide like this recommending that you now go back to the view button at the top right and choose side by side gallery again. That will then work best for the rest of the service. Finally, when the liturgy begins, you'll see that everyone's microphones get muted. Until you've been with us a few times and we ask you if you'd like to lead parts of the prayers like everyone else, there will be no need to unmute yourself at all until the liturgy ends and you join us for chat afterwards. So I hope that's helpful, but if you have any questions, don't hesitate to message us using the form at the bottom of the page. And we look forward to meeting you in the Cyber Chapel some Sunday soon.